What up? What up? What up?
What's going on, Viz? How you doing,
Doing
bro?
good, good. How are you, man?
I'm making it, man. Can't complain. Ready to talk about these sports. I got
Oh
my
yeah,
drink pulled up. You know what I'm talking about?
oh yeah. Waiting on tomorrow to get back. But what's going on, everybody? This is sports, entertainment, and drinks. Where we, what I'm saying, give you the best of our inputs on, what's going on in the sports world, the best of our ability. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you our real take. You know what I'm saying? How we feel about everything that's going on. There go Marv right there to join it back up with us.
Money
Yeah,
more.
to go fill up.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
sir.
I feel you. That's speaking of. Let's talk about real quick, kind of what we sipping on, tonight, this evening. I kick us off. I switched it up. Last few weeks, I was on that indigo. I went back to the OG triple OG, the tequila,
Mm.
the Pedro Azul.
You ain't playing
But
no games tonight, huh?
man, I'm gonna sip. I'm gonna sip on it. I ain't gonna do too much with it.
I'm on the Milagro
Oh,
Reposado,
ooh, I never seen that.
100% agave tequila.
All right. Tequila. Okay, two tequilas.
See, I was on the barrel earlier.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you on the
Blue.
there.
He
Blue.
popping bottles. Okay.
You see how empty that boy is? Pretty much out of there. And my lady was drinking
Feeling
that.
good.
I'm on the indigo right now. The usual with the orange
Ah,
juice.
there we go.
You know
I
what
knew
I'm
it was somewhere. I
Oh,
knew
yeah.
you had it somewhere.
It's on deck. It's gonna be on deck. Real
What
talk.
up, what up, Mel? Mom. All right, go ahead. Horace, raspberry iced tea. Okay. Hey, whatever floats your boat, brother.
Shout out Horace. What up, Horace?
Yeah. We're gonna get to them in a little bit, man. Them boys put up numbers, man. The rec lot.
Little lemonade,
Doing
little
numbers.
raspberry.
First week's numbers was nice, man. Them guys, man, it's entertainment as ever. So I will shout them out again towards the end. Make sure you check them out. So let's get into it, man. Yeah, Zoe, Beans, Zoe,
What up,
everybody,
beans?
what's good? What's up? Let's kick us off, man. We're gonna talk about what happened a couple of hours ago. I saw it when I was at work earlier. So that was Deshaun Watson's. I can't remember what his original suspension was. Was it 8 games the first time?
No, it was 6 games. The
It
original
was 6
suspension.
games. Okay, so yeah, it goes up to 11. I mean, my personal take is not enough, but plus a $5 million fine. I don't care how much money you got. $5 million hurts. 5 million hurts. So it changes a lot because you go from them only playing one division game to now that's tough. So if you're the Browns, what do you do? Do you go off and try to find a quarterback? Do you stay with Brissett? What do you all?
Well, I'm a rock with Brissett, because there's two things you can win out of that. I mean, if you trash, you know what I'm saying. You pick up a lottery pick. You pick up another piece to go with Watson for next year. And you already put up guaranteed money for Watson, so you might as well. I mean, you already got enough invested at the quarterback position. So I'm not going out there to go pick up nothing else. We're gonna have to roll with what we got.
Right on, right on. I feel like it's fair. Initially, I didn't think the 6 games was enough. Honestly, I felt like he should have got the whole year. And I hate to say that because I hate that he's going through what he's going through right now. Because I'm a Deshaun Watson fan. I feel like that boy can get the job done. It's unfortunate, but I think the NFL had to kind of backtrack and realize, everything that was taking place in that situation. So, I'm not mad at them for extending out the suspension. I feel like it's right with the fine. I do feel like Jacoby will be the starting quarterback for them. I think he can probably stay at 500, hopefully with them, and then let Deshaun Watson get in back on the field on that back end, and hopefully try to get them boys to the playoffs. But we have to wait and see what happens. So
Yeah, if you take just a football into it, you know what I'm saying, as a football fan, I'm happy he's going to play, but I'm trying to separate the two. It's tough because you got to look at the women involved, and like we talked about before, the women involved, they received the settlements. I mean, it's not like they was lying, but they reached a settlement and it was monetary for them. But some of them just couldn't afford to keep fighting, so you kind of take what you can get. You know, for him to settle with mostly all of them, probably all of them, says a lot. Because if I didn't do it, I'm not selling for anything. We go to court, I got the evidence, but something was done. NFL stepped in, which I'm glad they did. And, it made it more. Because the women are the victims, no matter right or wrong. Something happened. So that's my stand. I mean, he's gonna be back, throw a touchdown, all be forgiven.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely, especially if you lead a team like Cleveland. Let's say it comes back and they have enough dubs to go to the playoffs, and he gets a playoff victory or takes them to the AFC championship game. All will definitely be forgiven, especially in Cleveland. So I mean, like I said, man, I think it's the right suspension. I just hope when he gets back on the field, he can just focus on football and just do what he's supposed to do. He got a big contract. He got to, play with. So yeah.
All guaranteed. That's a huge contract.
All guaranteed. Facts.
All guaranteed.
Yeah.
$5 million is $5 million. No matter how much you got, you lose $5 million, you gonna feel a little bit.
Oh yeah, feel it.
All right, so we're gonna move right along, man. We're gonna talk about another quarterback, man, who's making some waves. Well, he's not really making waves. People around him are making waves with this. And I thought that was so interesting. I messed the word up on all that.
What?
You know what? When you're trying to do three things at once, it's tough. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. So basically, I was saying, should Lamar Jackson play another snap before he gets the extension?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, he deserves his money. I think we kind of touched on this prior. I mean, Kyler Murray got his bag. He deserves his bag. He got better credentials. He been holding it down. He been doing what he has to. He been running the ball. He puts his body on the line. I personally, with the way that they play offense with him and the way he scrambles and does all of that, I wouldn't play it down. I'd be in camp. I'd be supportive. I'd be in camp with my guys. But I'm not taking the field during regular season without that contract.
I feel what you're saying, Marv. I honestly feel like with Lamar Jackson, how can I say this? At the end of the day, he's a leader of that team, and I think he really enjoys, playing football. So regardless if the extension gets done or not, I think he will be on the field for the Baltimore Ravens. I don't see him not. I mean, I can't see a situation where he's sitting out because he's not getting the extension done. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, he wants to play. I think there would be a good time for him to showcase what he really – I mean, we already know what he can do. But, I mean, at this point, he's doing it for a contract at this point. But I think it's the time for him to go out there, do what he does, lead Baltimore, as far as he can take them and, just convince the front office that he's deserving of that contract extension. So –
I mean, you still feel that way, even though, like we talk about this too. You take away Hollywood Brown, you take away his deep threat, and then you're going to put him out there with who? And then if his numbers ain't what they expect, then that hurts his bag.
Man, they could be trying to set him up, honestly. I mean, I kind of have a similar theory with that with Dak and Amari Cooper. It's the same thing with Lamar Jackson and Hollywood Brown. You got this quarterback that's up for a contract, and you take away one of his best weapons. And I feel like at the end of the day, they might be trying to set him up. But I feel like Lamar Jackson is a special player. I think he will be okay. We're just gonna have to wait and see how it plays out. But I mean, I think we'll see him on the field. I don't see him sitting out. Not Lamar Jackson, no.
Real quick, what up, Lauren? Lauren is part of the Any and Everything podcast. Her and the ladies have one. Her, Mel, who said hi earlier. She said she knows about sports, so hopefully she'll give her input throughout the show. No, I'm not drunk already. I just a lot of things going on, man. Of course, don't start. But yeah, he also says that he deserves to get paid. He was an MVP. I agree 110%. And I saw First Take bring up the fact that who was that? Kirk Cousins bet on himself. Kirk Cousins and Lamar Jackson are two different quarterbacks on two different stratospheres. There's no way in the world I let my franchise quarterback, MVP, go this long without an extension. What are you waiting on? So if you not giving it to him, he's showing up. It's not like he's not showing up.
Yeah.
What more do you want from him? What's the point? What are we waiting on?
Yeah, and that's why I feel like he will play just because he's out there. You know, he's at the game. He's in camp. Like he wants to be in that football surrounding. Like he wants to play. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel what you're saying though. Like, what is the holdup? You know, this man has, you know, got you guys some victories, playoffs, MVP. He definitely deserves his bag. He definitely deserves the contract. So,
yeah, he's box office, like Stephen A. said.
Yeah, must see.
You watching the Ravens game, more likely than not, you watching what Lamar Jackson will do next.
Exactly.
He had that Vic effect. To me, he had that Vic effect. I mean, he can throw the ball, but his strength is his legs. But he can make plays. He makes plays, especially what he did last year.
Yeah.
So it got to be more to what we're seeing. But I can understand a franchise not want to put you. You got your guy. You've seen what he can do when he has full talent around him. Then, like Marv said, you take him number one in talent away. Number one, what? Yeah, him between Hollywood Brown and Andrews were both of his targets. But nowadays, everybody has a tight end.
Yeah.
Everybody had that top deep threat receiver, and that's unfortunate because I think the city of Baltimore would love to get that done. Like you said, he's showing up. He's there. He's not missing. He's not saying this is everybody else.
He's showing you.
Yeah.
And on top of all of that, he does a lot for the community out there in Baltimore as well. Let me ask y'all, do y'all feel like it'll get done before he has to take his first snap in the season?
I think it has to.
It has to. Yeah, we have 2 more weeks.
For me, I say it has to. You know what I mean?
They got two more games, and then the whole league has a bye week before the season started. I hope they get it done. He's like I said, he's showing up. He's there. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it. And then nobody's saying why he's not getting one. Everybody's speculating, which is BS because the man deserves it.
Can he get franchise tag like after the season?
Yeah, he's eligible to get franchise. That'd be messed up. Their franchise tag him. That's probably why he wants the deal done.
Yeah,
it's still no guaranteed money. You get paid for that year, but he's looking for security.
Exactly.
He's looking for what Mahomes got. Watson missed a whole year and got a fully guaranteed contract.
I mean, that's just Cleveland being desperate, but
but it happened though. What I was saying, Baltimore should be desperate too.
Yeah. Because I mean, what do you have after Lamar Jackson? Do you really want to go on the search for another quarterback? I
don't even want to look at the depth chart of quarterback after Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, can't even tell you who they back up. Matter of fact, it's the boy. Was it Huntley?
I think it is Huntley.
Yeah, he's not bad. I mean, he's a quality backup, but
it ain't nobody
gonna get it done like Lamar Jackson.
Nope. So yeah, that's interesting, man. The man got a contract, but we're gonna move on. If you guys get a chance, man, check out the so if you go to the Any and Everything website or any of our social media platforms that we have, Facebook, the homie Moan put out a poll, man. I urge everybody, you probably can click on it. You probably click on it from the comment section. Click on it. I can't say what's all on it because we're trying to keep it PG on this side, but check out the poll and vote, please. To help everybody out, man. Helps us out, helps them out.
I want to see what's on the poll now.
I can. Yeah, it gets the Everything podcast, man. It gets down over there. That's why who they are. It's down over there. It goes down. All right. So this is an interesting topic I saw too, and I'm putting you guys on the spot because you guys didn't know I was putting it on here. And Marv was asking us, who do you expect to struggle this year? It don't have to be a team necessarily. It could be a player who had a nice year last year. I have mine off rip. If y'all want me to go first, this is your time.
Why not? Why not?
So after seeing that rant, I don't know if y'all saw Aaron Rodgers kind of talking about his receivers or lack of in Green Bay. I think, and I hate to say it, he's my favorite quarterback to watch, man, because he's done a lot with little before Devontae Adams, but he always had that one receiver. And he's going this year without it. So the fact that he had to have a meeting with his receivers, like, hey man, he holds his receivers to a higher standard. I really expect them, especially the way our division is supposed to be on the come up. People are saying they're liking a little bit what the Bears are doing. Don't give me that face. It's not.
No. It ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm looking at this poll.
The poll. Yeah. Like Zoe said, check out the poll.
Oh wow, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's tough. It's tough. But yeah, for just on that offense, they got some running backs, but I'm worried about those receivers. They're young, and I think is Randall Cobb still on their roster?
Yeah, he is. Is
he considered the number one, or because I know they lost? I know Scanlon is gone, right?
I think the number one would be and I hate that I'm probably saying his name wrong. Lazard.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty good. He's not a bad receiver.
Now Aaron Rodgers can work his magic. I'm just predicting in that division. And it's crazy because they can still be the division winners, but just having that MVP type season that he always puts up, I think there'll be a little bit more run heavy.
Yeah, definitely.
But if I had to pick one, I would probably say Aaron off the top of my head because I don't know. I just losing Devontae Adams, losing a top 5 receiver hurts.
It's a big loss. It's a big loss. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know who's ready to go follow that, but go ahead. That's my pick, Aaron Rodgers.
Marv not gonna like my pick, but I'm gonna just keep him 100. You know, we is on the podcast doing our thing.
Is it somebody on the Commodores? I keep calling them the Commodores.
You know it is. I feel like it's gonna be that boy Carson Wentz. I feel like he will struggle. Just because he has that pressure coming back to the NFC East. You know, you've seen these teams before. You know, you playing for Washington at this point. This is the first year that they are the Commodores now. Commanders, whatever you want to call it.
I keep calling Commodore. It's so easy to say Commodore.
But the pressure's gonna be on, you know, for him. And just because you know, watching Carson Wentz play, seeing what he had to go through so far in his career, I think he will struggle. You know, I don't think he will be successful in Washington. I mean, I hate to say it, but you know, just got to answer the question. I feel like it's definitely going to be Carson Wentz. I will expect him to struggle this year playing back in the NFC East.
My person who I expect to struggle is running back Nick Chubb. I feel like he's going to see 9 in the box. And it's going to be tough for him. Tough slate.
I see what you did there. I see. I didn't think about that. You got an unproven. I don't want to say unproven quarterback because Jacoby could be.
He is who he is. But if I'm the defense, it's 8 in the box all day.
That's not a bad pick. I think Jacoby he's been around long enough to, I think, kind of maybe be 8 in the box.
He reminds me of a
quarterback.
Teddy Bridgewater. I put him in the same category as Teddy.
That same tier, yeah, I would too. I definitely would too. But
so I don't know how many yards he had last year, but I'm pretty sure he was well over 1,000. Y'all see him, you know, touching that 1,400. You know, y'all see him touching that.
I'm gonna say he'll get over 1,100 yards. That's what it's easy. It's easier now to do it in the passing league, and especially how their offense is built. I can see him touching 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't see him getting up there in them 13, 14.
Because he's still splitting carries with Kareem Hunt too.
Exactly.
So even though he wants out, he's still getting carries too.
Mm-hmm. And they're a run heavy team, so you know, he'll definitely. I think it'll be. They're gonna rely on him a lot, especially early. They're gonna rely on him a lot.
Oh yeah, early. Yeah,
you know, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities for him and Hunt. So,
but you still have to respect the fact that Brissett is a capable NFL starter, and they have Cooper now. So you can't put 8 in the box unless you're just gonna play straight up man to man on Cooper, even 1-on-1. which I'm pretty sure he's going.
Not really a good idea, but
No,
you know,
with any quarterback.
Well, we're gonna see.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
But it was a good one though, Mar. Real talk. That's a good one.
What you got?
Anybody else I feel like a struggle?
Who did you say?
I said Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. Okay, you did. No, not top of my head. I was really going home on that Aaron Rodgers.
I think somebody said Baker in the
yeah. Horace said Baker, man. That's a good one because he has a lot to prove, and by their coach saying that it's not a guarantee that Baker be a game one starter. I mean, we know who's going to be the game one starter. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, other than Robbie, who was the other receivers? They still have. I don't know. Mm-hmm. That could be a good one.
Still got the young receiver.
More
receiver.
More. Yeah. And then if you got
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, if he's healthy, he's gonna help out tremendously.
Oh yeah, he has weapons. He definitely has weapons. So yeah,
I think they're gonna be all right. I got them at like 9 or 10 wins.
Who? The Panthers?
Panthers.
Now 9 and 10 wins.
Whoa, hold on. Pump the brakes. Wait a minute. You got the Panthers getting 9 to 10 wins?
Baker Mayfield's strongest strength, like I heard people say this, but his biggest strength is he makes the other people around him feel like they can. Like he's one of those guys who makes you feel like, hey, dog, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's gonna get the most out of what he's got.
Yeah, but he's doing that on that Cleveland Browns team who have better talent than that Panthers team.
But I don't think. Listen, they were winning with Sam, whatever his name is, Darnold, last year. You know what I'm saying?
That before or after camp?
They had a string. They got off to a hot start early, and then they fell off.
They was like 4-0 before they played my Cowboys. But yeah,
right.
So
Cowboys, no matter what. They got some people. They got that kid Burns on the D line. They got some guys. Is my point. I think. I mean, and then, you know, they do play in a tough division. So let's say 9. I'll give them 9.
I was about to say, do you think they take the division, or are you saying that?
No, I don't think they're taking the division. That's too much. We ain't going there.
9 wins a lot though. That's why
you think 9
that's damn near wild card.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're gonna be in the mix. I think they're gonna be there.
I'm thinking on the top of my head, all the teams in the NFC I would pick for them to get a wild card spot.
Who? So you have it's 7 teams. So you got 7 other teams that you think is better.
If I sit down on a pen and paper, and yes, I could. I don't even think. I think they would be. You know, they don't have a lottery. I think they would be the equivalent of a lottery pick in the NFL. A lottery team.
Well, I think they're gonna do better than that. I don't think they're gonna be no 5.
You put a lot of.
I don't think they're gonna be a 5-win team or nothing like that.
Because of Baker Mayfield, you think they'd be a 9-win team. Think about the receiving core he left. And the receiving core he's getting now. We couldn't even
often hurt receiving core he had.
Yeah, but even the ones that was healthy was better than the ones they got now. I mean, Moore is up and coming and he's gonna be good, but who's the second best? You still talking about Robbie?
You still got the satellite and
injury prone? Yeah, you hit him with a feather. He out for 6 weeks. Come on, man.
That's tough. That's tough, bro.
That's the facts.
That's
that
tough.
Dude, yeah. But
yeah, hey, I guess part of it is, okay, so let's just say he was able to play 10 games. And in those 10 games, you don't think with him out there, Baker out there, the receiving guys that they got a decent defense. You don't think they could? I don't know if he plays 10 games healthy. You don't think they could get 6 dubs out of those 10 games with him healthy?
I'm gonna have to look at their schedule, bro. To be honest with you.
Yeah. But you saying now for the year, just thinking about this, the division they're in and the conference. They in the NFC South, so you got Tampa Bay, you got New Orleans, and who's the fourth? Oh, Atlanta. I mean, okay, they probably be better than
It's
Atlanta.
doable. It's doable because I mean I ain't gonna lie. I kind of felt what Marv said. Even though it's a lot of people knocking on Baker Mayfield, saying things. I mean, you can see it on the field when he has the right mindset. He wants to win. He just has that will. That drive.
Rubs off on him.
And that can rub off on other players. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they have decent players. I mean, the offensive line is not bad. You got a couple playmakers, and you arguably have a top running back if healthy. I mean, I don't see. I mean, 8, maybe 9 wins. I could definitely see it.
I'm gonna take this shot first, and then I'm gonna say what I gotta say about that because I'm gonna take it. I had to do that because I'm about to say. If he's that good of a person, y'all are as far as mostly Marv saying he gets people to win around him. Why the heck Cleveland Browns was so quick to dump him? Now I get it, Deshaun Watson, but if he's that guy, that intangible guy, locker room guy, the guy who's motivating, gonna get us dubs, they didn't think twice. They knew this guy's gonna get suspended. They knew it. They didn't care how long. They gave him all guaranteed money. They didn't think twice to call Baker. Even when they knew he was going to be hurt. Hey, you want to come back for a year to help? No, we cool. We'll wait for him.
Well, I got my thing on that. I think that Baker kind of shot himself in the foot because half the locker room was split on who was riding with Odell and who wasn't. So that was part of it. You know what I'm saying? So when you have the locker room split like that, you know what I'm saying? Like some people wasn't rocking with him. So I think that was,
to your point, Odell has a strong influence, definitely.
Yeah, so I think that was part of the reason why they had to get him up out of there. And then because he wasn't rocking with Odell really. You know what I'm saying? So
well, both of them are gone.
And both of them are gone. And then, okay, he was injured last year. So you say, well, I don't know necessarily how he gonna recover from his, whatever. But I don't think that the injury that he has a shoulder injury. We've seen Breeze come back from that. We've seen others come back from shoulder injuries. I don't think it's going to be to the point where he lose anything off of his game or anything like that. I just think that they looked at it like we have this opportunity to go get Deshaun Watson. We seen him throw for 4 and 5 touchdowns every other week. I mean, who wouldn't want to go get that if you had the money to go get that?
Exactly.
And I'm not disagreeing with that at all. My only thing is you drafted this guy. You drafted Baker Mayfield. And top 10, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So before his max contract time is up, you like, oh, we don't even want to even think about.
I don't think that it wasn't that they didn't want to think about it. I just think that they realized that they had the opportunity to go get
Deshaun Watson. Exactly. You got to think about Cleveland's quarterback history too.
No, oh yeah, I know it because I just work with a guy who was a Cleveland Browns diehard. He knows all the quarterbacks on top of their head.
Exactly. You know, and
I get it.
So I mean, I think it was just a desperate opportunity for them to just get Deshaun Watson. You know,
they wanted to go get okay. So in the NFL, we all know you got the elites of elites, and then you got the good, then you got the average and the bad. They said, here's an opportunity for us to go get one of the
elite quarterback,
and that's what you put Watson in the elite category.
I put him in the elite category for sure.
I would too. You got to remember what he was doing before this whole ordeal.
I'm taking that out of my mind on this.
Right.
I'm taking that out of my mind what you did. He did a lot with a little in Houston. He was carrying that team. So I get it on that point. I'm just saying that if he's, I guess y'all convinced me because I was thinking along the lines of you saying that he's that guy. And y'all saying he can motivate the guys. We get dubs. They didn't even think twice, and I get it. You're getting the elite quarterback in exchange. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, he playing with
And,
a team
and, and
in the day.
yeah, and you playing and you the Browns. So I
Mhm.
can see, I wouldn't be mad if the Lions did the same thing. Hey, here's whoever. Oh, here's Deshaun Watson. Get him.
Get
What
him.
you got to do? Yeah. So,
Like if Detroit right now, they got golf. I don't know if he's I don't know if that's funny. I don't I
That's
wouldn't
his name,
I
bro.
don't know,
That's
like
his
I
name.
guess you could put them kind of in the same pool. It's debatable. You could slice it however you want, but you could put Goff and Baker in the same, put them in the same pot. But if I had the opportunity to go get Deshaun Watson and I got Goff, even if he had took us to the playoffs the previous year, I'm gonna be like, go get Deshaun Watson. Go
Yeah,
get him now. You know what I'm
no
saying?
question. I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. We spent a lot of time on this Baker
we
subject.
did.
Baker
But
said,
that's cool though. All right, so we went for who do you expect to struggle, and this is just for you, Horace. I changed the name. I'm not LV Bayless. Who do you expect to have a breakout year? So we had a lot of guys last year who was on the cusp of doing big things. Who do y'all think will have a breakout year? Just off the top of your head. So I got two. Well, I got one off the top of my head, but I can do possibly two.
um, for me, that's a good one. I would say a group is this. I expect a group to have a breakout year.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
I mean by that, I think all the receivers in Denver is going to have breakout seasons.
Ooh.
You got Cortland Sutton, you
Yeah.
got Jerry Judy.
Yeah.
I think them boys are gonna break out. I think they're gonna be sleepers in the fantasy leagues all over.
They still have Noah Faint too. Tight end.
Yeah, they still got Faint. Yep.
Faint.
So I think the receivers, the Denver Broncos receiving corps is gonna have a breakout year. All of them. I think they're gonna do some good things with Russell Wilson now being their quarterback. I definitely see that group breaking out this year. Definitely.
That's a good one. That's a doggone good one.
Well, you said groups.
I mean, it has to be a group. It's just anybody.
It don't have to be groups, but it got me to thinking, and that was a good. I like it.
While you thinking, Marv, I'm gonna go ahead and put Horace's on there because this is a doggone good one. Trey Lance.
I like Lance.
Trey Lance is a good one. We heard nothing. I've been hearing nothing but good things out of camp. The first preseason game, he's doing a lot with the opportunity he's been given. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
You know who? It's unfortunate because they are in my division, but I expect. It's hard for me to say this because he already had a great year last year, but I see that. I feel like the Viking offense should be more explosive this year. Them getting a new head coach, they getting a coach that want to play vertical. I think that those guys, the receiving core, the whole offense is going to benefit from being away from Zimmerman and him running that dinosaur offense. So,
Yeah.
But you talking about the Vikings, right? But they ran the offense because they had one of the best running backs in the game when he was healthy, Dalvin Cook.
yeah, but you still
you're right. They got some playmakers.
Still gotta, you know what I'm saying, mix it up a little bit. And with the players that they got, you got Thielen, you know what I'm saying, slotting it up, and then you got Jefferson on the outside. Like you gotta attack all the field. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, I gotta look him up. I'm gonna look him up, Zoe. You stumped me on that one. Who I'm going with, and I think Trill will be happy. We'll see a Trill smile on this one. I'm going with Tony P. Cowboys running
Indeed,
back, man.
brother.
I think this is a year where he's like, you know what, move over Zeke. Because Zeke is stronger, so he's better on the pass block.
That's blocking.
Going straight up the hole, that's his game. But Pollard, man, he brings that explosive where Zeke had his first 2 years. Zeke focused on more power, but you can speak more of that. But I love Pollard, man, what he can bring. This is versatility. Being more elusive, more faster pace.
I hope he does because I got him in my fantasy.
I mean, yeah,
I will say this.
it's a contract year too, right?
You
What's
say
that?
what?
It's a contract year for Pollard.
Yeah. It's like contract year.
It's a contract year.
I love that answer, Biz.
Okay.
Just because I love how I feel about Tony P and the whole Zeke situation. Like I said, Zeke is on his way out. He is a little washed right now. It's definitely time for Tony Pollard to step up, which I think he will. The only issue with that is that I don't trust Kellen Moore with Tony Pollard, because I feel like Tony Pollard should have always had opportunities. So I feel your answer on that, but my issue is Kellen Moore and him being the offensive coordinator. He struggled getting Tony Pollard the ball last year. I hope we don't see nothing like that this year, but if he does what he's supposed to do with Tony Pollard, yeah, definitely Tony P will be breaking out this year for the Cowboys. So,
but like I said, you know more than inside. I do. That's your hometown team. I'm looking at, and I'm agreeing with everything you're saying with because you know more. I'm looking at as far as, like I said earlier, man, this is a change of pace. With Zeke's in the backfield, you can load up a little bit more in that box. Now that Coop's gone, now y'all got receivers, but now that I don't know if you consider Coop the number one, number two-ish. I don't know how you felt, but he was definitely a playmaker for y'all down the field.
Definitely.
So and with the pressure they get on Dak to get rid of the ball quicker, getting to a guy who can make plays. And Zeke, and I'm saying not Zeke is not done, but that's why I'm thinking that's who I want to have back. Me for the Madden franchise we play.
I wanted to.
Tony P was in my. I had Tony P on my team.
So if Kellen was smart, he would run a split back with both of them boys in there and passing situations.
They got formations for it. There's been tape of them in camp with Tony Pollard, being in a slot position, playing receiver a little bit more too. But see, this is the thing. They said this last year as well, and I honestly still feel like he didn't get the opportunities that he was supposed to get. But they said this last year. They said we're gonna get Tony Pollard the ball. We're gonna put him in the slot. We're gonna put him at receiver, and they're saying the same thing this year. I think what it's gonna boil down to is Zeke's health. At the end of the day, if Zeke can stay healthy and be productive, I think it'll still be Zeke being that the lead back with Tony Pollard, coming in and spelling them and things of that nature. But if Zeke can't hold up, it's definitely gonna be Tony Pollard's show at the end of the day. So
this is another reason why we gotta have Zoe on the football tip on one of the shows. Zoe is a fan. He bringing up names that he's one of them guys, man. We gotta have Zoe on episodes. I don't want to butcher this guy's name, but Jeremiah from the Cleveland Browns. I don't know anything about
him. Cora Moore.
There you go. I don't know anything about him, but Zoe's on it. And if we had to pick a hometown pick, I'm looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown to have a bigger year. Man. He came on really great last 8-9 games. And I'm fresh off watching the second episode of Hard Knocks, where this dude named every receiver taken before him. And what college. He did the Draymond Green thing. And I'm expecting bigger things for him. I just wish Madden would stop playing with his speed. He got an 87 speed on Madden, which I don't understand. But
yeah, that's wild. He at least like a 91.
Oh, he said dude is comparable to Michael Parsons. Okay, I definitely gotta check him out.
Oh wow, damn, That's a big statement right there. You know, Parsons is dog, man. Parsons
Yeah,
is
that's it.
dog.
I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Buddy is from where is Buddy from, Zoe? If you're listening, that Cleveland Brown linebacker.
He said U of M. Oh, Cleveland Brown. Oh, I didn't see that one. I know the first dude he said was from Michigan, but
If we doing hometown too, another player I want just for my DFW listeners to check out. I expect a breakout year from that boy Noah Brown, receiver, Dallas Cowboys. He's been showing out in camp. He's also in the contract year. This guy's been around for about 6 years now. It's crazy. People don't even realize that. But yeah, he's starting to, step up. He's seeing an opportunity that, Coop's gone now. He's been making plays. He's been Dak's go-to receiver in the joint practices with the Broncos and now the Chargers. So Noah Brown's another player I expect to break out too, potentially.
so on the depth chart right now, where is he slated at? I know he's behind.
Right now he is slated at number 3, I believe.
Okay.
But CD kind of banged up a little bit too.
Yeah.
So they're in and out right now, but for the most part, it's definitely so far in camp, in the preseason. It's been Dak looking for Noah Brown. So definitely be looking at
a lot of the local talk, and it's justified. I don't know if we can. I think he's going to be much better than what we drafted him at. We drafted him in the 6th round, but for me, it's the linebacker Rodriguez.
I figured that.
Lions that I'm interested in seeing, and I'm hoping he could have some impact, be somewhere up in that 80-90 mark for tackles.
I just hope he takes Jared Davis' spot. I don't understand why Jared Davis is back on the team. I hope it's just to fill a training camp spot.
It's for depth.
He was horrible when we drafted him. We should have drafted him. I don't want to get on that rant, but it was, oh my God, goes up to one of them picks back in the day as far as a horrible pick. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I just watched the 2nd episode of Hard Knocks, and he was making plays, and the way the coach is talking about him, there you go, yeah, Rodrigo, man, that dude, man, he's looking good in camp in that first preseason game.
I need to go back and watch Hard Knocks, man.
Yeah.
He definitely blew somebody up on the kickoff.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep it going, and I think the next one I'm talking about this one. I'm gonna skip over the one we had originally. I think this will be more interesting. Who do you think will have a better year with their new teams? Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Amari Cooper. A lot of that mostly has to do with the quarterbacks they're throwing it to. That's why I picked this one, because they're all great receivers, but they all have new quarterbacks. Devontae Adams doesn't have Aaron Rodgers. You don't have Pat Mahomes.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Tyreek Hill sold me. I watched him on one of those ESPN shows. He sold me. And I think that what's the coach name out there? The ex Patriot coach, McDaniels. I think McDaniels is creative enough to get something going for Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill is going to be used heavy. He's going to be used often. He's going to be used a lot. And I think when it comes down to the numbers, I think that he is probably going to be the one to stand out above the rest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just see them doing a lot of, because I don't trust Tua. So I see them. I mean, it looks good when you see them highlights from training camp when he's throwing a 70-yard pass, but I also seen when he was overthrowing them tremendously with no pads on,
exactly.
with no defense. So I think Tua is going to be the biggest factor in them. I mean, they got 2 of the fastest receivers in the league with Waddle and Hill. And Tua has some good games towards the stretch of the end of the year. He has some good games, but I mean, you got 3 good playmakers on that offense. You got Gesicki, who's mostly a receiver more than he is a tight end, and you got Waddle. So it depends on Tua, man. Tua's head straight, he'll be okay, but I think he's going to be their biggest downfall. So with that saying, I'm gonna have to go with Devontae Adams. Just because you got a better proven quarterback out of the three right now. I mean, Derek Carr, led their team to the playoffs. Without that guy, I think their best weapon was their tight end. Winfro is good, but he's more possession than he is a breakaway receiver. They lost the young boy early, Ruggs, to he's may not play football ever again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Adam. That's an easier pick, seems like, but I'm just looking at the quarterback.
I mean, it's a clear-cut answer for me. I think everybody was saying it in the chat too. I mean, it's definitely Adams. Just because, again, as y'all said, we don't know what's going to happen with we kind of do know what's going to happen. We talked about it with the Cleveland Brown quarterback situation. So I don't feel like Amari will have, I think he will still have a successful year, but it's not going to be as good as it could have been if Deshaun Watson was available for the whole year. I don't trust Tua. Like you were saying, you go on Twitter, you go on Facebook, Instagram, you see him throwing these big bombs to Tyreek Hill in practice and at a high school field. I mean, it looks good, but we need to see that on Sundays. We need to see that in real time and on Sundays, basically. And then you got Devontae Adams. Now, here's my thing. Derek Carr slept on. I like Derek Carr's play. I feel like he is still up and coming. And then you got to also remember too, they got the chemistry. These boys played together in college. That was one of the main factors to why they were wanting to do this trade or get Devontae Adams, I should say. So I definitely expect Devontae Adams to have a big year in Oakland. In Vegas. But yeah, I mean, it's a clear-cut answer. It's going to be Devontae Adams all day long. So,
yeah, even though I like Cooper in Cleveland, I think he'd be good no matter what quarterback. Like we said earlier, Brissett is a capable NFL starter, and we've seen in his time, especially his time with Indy, who he put up the most numbers. His best playing time was in Indy.
Let me say this too, real quick. Going back on Cooper now, I love Cooper. He's been with the Cowboys last few years, or whatever. But my issue with Cooper is that he can't stay healthy, and I feel like if with the situation that's going on in Cleveland, Cooper is going to be. They're going to need to depend on Cooper a lot, and with them depending on Cooper a lot, can he stay healthy? That's going to be my whole thing with Amari. He's always banged up. No knock on him. I mean, that's because I'm pretty sure, he's giving effort. It's people that say he doesn't. But yeah, we got to wait and see, man. Like I said, if he can stay healthy, I think he'd be all right. But I really don't anticipate it happening, honestly. So we'll see.
Yeah, and like we go back to what Zoe said. He had an interesting comment about this, about the Dolphins' offense. They're gonna play too high, keep Jalen Waddle and Hill in check, and have Mustard gash them. He might pull a hell of numbers. That could be a factor. I mean, I forgot. Mustard's probably one of the fastest running backs in the game too. So they got speed. It's just all about the quarterback getting it there.
Yeah.
So
I think that falls. What Zoe says kind of falls on what y'all kind of say. It's kind of both like a package deal. If he out there missing them, then they ain't gonna put too deep out there. They're gonna be like, hey, he ain't that accurate anyway.
A lot of bubble screens, a lot of screens. I see a lot of screens.
But if he hook up with one or two of those, they gonna have to respect it, and Munster will have a monster year.
Yeah.
But it all depends on if he can hook it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different when if it's there and it's there, but if you're not afraid of him actually hooking it up, you ain't gonna play that way.
So we all agree that it's going to be Adams.
Absolutely.
I say Hill, but
okay. No. I mean, yeah, I say Hill, but
yeah, I said Hill, but
it could be it's
dicey.
It's the quarterback. It's all about the quarterback. We know who Carr is. We don't know who Brissett.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't necessarily know who he is.
Yeah.
To
so okay, yeah, like Zoe said, that was a great point, Marv. What you said. So I'm this next topic can be really quick. It's more about local teams. Our local teams, as y'all know, Trill and our homie Nucho are Cowboys fans, and we are Lions fans. So, and this is like I said, it affects both of us, both teams with this question. So we've seen recently that our rookie receiver has now changed to number 9, which was Matt Stafford's number. We know how the city of Detroit feels about Stafford. I'm pretty sure about to get some comment from Zoe about that. How do you feel about him having that number 9? Do you feel that you don't care about it? How do you feel either way about him switching to number 9, knowing how much we love Stafford? Well, I don't know how much we love. I love Stafford. I hate to see him go.
You know what? Stafford was a good quarterback for us, but I don't think he's not a person who you have to retire his jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Name me a playoff game that he won.
How dare you?
I retire his jersey.
How dare you?
Name me a playoff game that he's won.
He has a point. He has a point.
And then I retire his jersey. He got all the stats and accolades and all of that. We're gonna always love him for that. Hey, without you, we would have been not watchable. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that it's nothing that I can say that you never brought me an NFC championship. You never got me a playoff win. Hey, your number is still up there. Hey,
Mark say his number ain't special. His number ain't special.
I thought this was Ralph. I saw the name Clement. This is Ralph's wife, Robin. Yes, Robin, we are, and your husband is a Lions fan too. He got the Lions sheets. He sleeps on a Matthew Stafford pillow every night. He lives in North Carolina.
He painted a room in your house, Lions colors.
Right. Don't front, Robin. Now we see it, but yeah, Brooks, Williams, the rookie receiver Williams, running number 9.
James Williams,
a couple days ago. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, Marv. But okay, how can I say this? So, if you're looking at just how he impacted the team in the city,
he built a playground behind my.
I'm not talking about that.
I mean, I'm just.
But he was fun to watch.
Behind my folks' house, like you know what I'm saying. I respect the man, but as far as impact on playoffs, division title,
was that all his fault?
He hasn't done that, bro. And that's reserved for people. That's reserved for people to hang their banners.
But was that his fault though? Like the fact that we was 0-16, the years after that we were 2-14.
Damn,
like, we had some horrible years. The one consistent thing we could count on was Matthew Stafford.
Does that mean that we have to retire his jersey?
I didn't say retire his jersey, but okay. All right. So this is why I include the Cowboys fan. This is about to take the next 10 minutes off our time because this is why I include the Cowboys fan. Alex said, did we jinx him, Alex? I mean, I only expected 4-5 wins this year anyway.
What you got, Biz? What you got, man?
Sorry, especially. I didn't say retire, but I just asked, did he respect it? That's he was a good dude. I mean, yeah, okay, all right. We should have kept Caldwell. Okay, so Trill, as a Cowboys fan, Brooks probably 1-on-1. Somebody took it. I think number 1. Who's number 1 on the Lions? I looked that up. I think it's pretty dope. Lions best thing. Yeah.
And see, I'm glad Zoe said what he said. Because that makes sense. That's just like the number 88 for the Cowboys with us. We know there's some great players that have worn that number, but it's basically you just passing the torch. You're passing the torch. So I mean, I can understand why he wants to wear number 9. I mean, that number 9 in that Detroit line, it should stand out. It should stand out. So, he's basically putting, I wouldn't necessarily say a target on his back, but he's putting it out there like, hey, this torch is passed. This is me. I'm here. I'm a Detroit Lion. I'm gonna do my thing. That's how I would look at it. Yeah, because that number thing is it's definitely something special, especially for me. I would say I couldn't see anybody wearing number 9 on my end with the Cowboys, just because that number makes me think of Tony Romo. So I mean, I really wouldn't want to see nobody wearing that number. But again, like I said, I think it's a good thing that he's wearing number 9. I think he's putting a target on his back, and I think he'll be okay with wearing a number out. So
that's who has number 1, Jeff Okudah. There's nowhere in the world I would let Jeff Okudah wear number 1. He should have like number 47. He should have like 47.
That's an ugly number, bro.
Yeah, of course. He's ugly. He plays ugly.
Man, you got to get that man a chance.
The best thing in the world was the fact that he got hurt.
And he had his whole career. I think that's gonna benefit him. I think he had a year to watch, and I think he'll be okay at some point. I get that man a chance. He's still young.
No, I hope Okudah can put it together.
Yeah, I hope so too, because like I said, the best thing that happened was the worst ever. Yeah, he was getting torched before he got hurt. And I don't really think he got hurt. I think he got embarrassed. Like, you know what? This is broke. What's broke? Something is broke, coach. Something is broke. But no, so I bring it back full circle to Dallas fans, because you guys have 88 been passed down to a lot of players.
Yeah.
So that reason why I did a comparison, like the last before CeeDee Lamb has it out, right?
Right.
So how did you feel when Dez got it, was wearing it?
In a new chair.
After I don't know who had it before. We know the playmaker made that number famous.
Yeah, of course.
We don't know who before him, but we know. So how do you feel about players who don't live up to that expectations?
I mean, I loved it when Dez had it. I had to get used to CD wearing it. I mean, at first I wasn't a fan of it, but I love the fact that it's basically tradition at this point. Passing that torch. This number basically means I'm the number 1 receiver. I'm the playmaker. My quarterback gets in the jam, they're going to me. That's what that number says. So I mean, I wasn't a fan at first of CD wearing it, just because I still felt like Dez Bryant should have been a Cowboy at that time. It just happened too fast for me. Dez was gone, and then CD took over the number 88, so I had to get used to it. But yeah, man. Man, people sleep on that numbers, man. The numbers is very
that's why I was like, okay, because Stafford, and hate him or love him, he was a face of our franchise. Other than him and Calvin Johnson, he was there before Calvin. He was there after Calvin. And for him being a face of our franchise, that means by Williams changed his number. That was his original number. He just recently changed it to number 9. And somebody said he probably won number 1. I think he could have easily got number 1 from Okudah. In the world, like me, like we race, we do something. I'm better than you in any aspect. Like I just don't.
How about I run backwards while you run forward, and then for number 1?
Right? Yeah, it's match up. So I think he won them, and that's I love the confidence.
I love it too.
Now that's what I'm saying. Well, you think he'll live up to the expectation that Stafford had? Because the city, like. People hate to admit it, when the Rams won a Super Bowl, part of us feel like, hey, that's our quarterback. Who's happy? Who's happy? Who's rooting for the Rams?
I definitely was rooting for Stafford to win that Super Bowl. I definitely was. I'm one of the ones I'm going to tell you.
You say you wasn't?
I was.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, yeah, 98% Lions fans.
Because, I mean, like, everybody knows that Stafford was a person who put it all on the line. He put 120% out there. He played hurt. You know what I'm saying? He done it all. You know what I'm saying? He played when there was nobody here to play with him. You know what I'm saying? He done it all. But so when he got out there and he got with a good team, I was like, I wanted him to win just because I felt like he deserved it, and because I wanted the Lions organization to take a look at themselves and say, I'm trash. Because all you had to do was surround this man with some talent, and you can see what he can do.
That exactly, and that last drive he scored. Now, granted, Aaron Donald took over that second half and he turned it on, but Stafford had to make those passes, and there you go.
That's what I'm saying.
What
That's
he had to
part of
prove.
putting a good team around him.
A good
I'm
organization.
not just saying that they had to be the offense. I'm just saying put a good team, a solid team, both offense and defense around this man, and see what you could do. Instead of, oh, we're gonna get you a tight end. Oh, we got you this weapon. Oh, but everybody else on the team is trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't work.
Yeah. No, yeah, and yeah, we love Stafford. Yeah, like y'all love Romo. T.O. had the famous. That's my quarterback. Quarterback. Oh, okay, Bruce. I'm not gonna put that on there because you're a hater. I'm not gonna put that. I'll put anything else on it. No Stafford slander in the SED podcast. No, but he said, forget Stafford. That's tough. We did.
You got to understand with the whole situation with Stafford.
He's from. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We played against Stafford. Back in the day. So he put us out in the first round.
He looked y'all up.
Y'all played him in high school?
Yeah, he went to Highland Park. We played him in the first round, and man, I tell you, he had an NFL arm in high school. So
that's why Brooks is mad because he beat his LSU boys.
Oh well,
that's why Brooks is mad. Brooks is a Cowboys fan, die hard, but he still got love for his LSU boys. You say some slander about LSU, he on you. He is on you. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. So real quick before we get off, got a little bit. We talk a couple minutes about a basketball conversation that came up with your boy LBJ, new contract, in a nice 2-year deal. Nice. So what do you think the Lakers are planning on doing with that? You got LeBron sold up for the next 2 weeks, a lot of money. Do you still think they're trying to pursue the Kyrie deal? Now you got locked up LeBron. LeBron's in that front office saying, "Hey, this is what I want." Because I remember they were talking about for the last 2 weeks negotiating, being in there, and didn't I knew he was going to stay, but for this is a lot of money to keep him here.
Yeah, I kind of talked about this yesterday with y'all. I don't know if he was in the chat with us, but LeBron getting this contract is basically securing him breaking the all-time points record in the Lakers uniform. And that's a big win for LA. I think that was their whole goal. You know how the Buzz family is. They wanted to make sure that they had LeBron in that Laker uniform to beat that record. Kareem did it. And then the fact that you're going to be able to see LeBron James go past Kareem in the Laker uniform is big for the Lakers organization. Yeah. And I think that's what they were really aiming for when they wanted to get this deal done. So,
yeah. I figured as much. I don't see where LeBron would have went and still would have been happy. Like, to me, LeBron brand
anywhere.
He could have went anywhere, but I'm just saying,
with Luka.
As far as his off the court regimen and what he likes to do and the brand that he builds for himself, I think it was just like it made sense for him to stay in LA. Yeah, and if LA was going to give him the bag, you know what I'm saying? It just made more sense. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of didn't see him moving anywhere anyway. I thought it might have been another one with a player option deal, that he got a solid 2 up out of him. That was the only part that I even raised the eyebrow to a little bit.
They got AD locked up for a couple more years. Get him 2 years, almost $100 million, which is crazy for a almost 38-year-old player.
Yeah.
Which we got to talk about that top 10 list, Trill, because I don't see a lot of 38-year-olds getting almost $100 million for 2 years. We'll talk about that. That's a good.
The man is still averaging 28 points a game, man.
37.
It might drop off to 24 this year.
Balling.
It might drop off to 24 this year, but
you don't 24 for a 38-year-old, Mar. That's tough.
That's still tough.
I know. That's tough. I even say 22 is tough. He's still.
Well, let me ask you this. This is why I just thought about this. Do you think him signing a 2-year contract with the Lakers lets us know that he's not really worried about playing with his son?
No, that doesn't. That doesn't mean that at all. Because I think I would say Bronny has about 2 years or two to 3 years before he can even, get in the NBA. So I mean, I'm pretty sure after this contract is up, LeBron has already said he wanted to go wherever Bronny went. There's going to be a package deal. So after that contract is up, if Bronny gets drafted or signs on with a team, I think LeBron will play with that team or sign on with that team. I don't know what he would do with that team. I don't know if he'll be, effective, but his whole goal is just to play with Bronny. That's his main thing. So I still see that happening. Even with the contract extension with the Lakers. So
hey man, and Bronny is starting to show. I seen some clips.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, he's starting to look a little. He's looking like a little mini LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I think he only still like 6 foot right now, but the way he dunking on cats and Euro stepping and dunking on fools is ridiculous.
Now, the younger brother looked more scary to me.
The younger brother is the one to look out for.
Yeah, I was just when I was getting my haircut today, I was telling my barber that too. I said the little one is a whole fool with it. Like his jumper looked crazy too.
Exactly.
I'm like,
exactly.
Well, all right, people, man. So, man, I thank everybody for the comments, by chiming in. Yeah, we just said that my homie DLB, yeah, the younger Bryce, that's the one to look out for.
Bro, he looked just like LeBron, bro. Like crazy. He got the goggles, you know what I'm saying? Like he look like he gonna be a dog, man. I think if he stay on the right path, I think he gonna be better than Bronny, honestly.
I mean, I think a lot of people predicting he'd be better.
He almost about the same height as Bronny right now.
Yeah, he's taller than Bronny.
Real quick, DLB, if you could put down in your comments how you feel about that Lamar Jackson. He's a diehard. He's from Detroit, born and raised, but he's a diehard Ravens fan. I'm interested to see what he says about the Lamar Jackson situation. So throw that in the comment, DLB, while we wrap up, and I'll show it. I'm really interested in seeing what you have to say about him not getting an extension so far. But so big news. So starting next week, we're gonna be on Wednesdays. I know everybody loves to have our whole crew on here. Nutro's been out. His son's playing football now, so
have to make an adjustment for the squad.
Yeah, that's what we do, man. We're flexible. We're a team, man. The 4 of us are a team. So, we all got kids. We all got families. So, someone come up, we make adjustments. His son playing football, we still want him to be a part of the show. So, starting next week, we'll be on Wednesdays. Daryl, we was talking about that. We was just talking about Lamar Jackson not getting a contract extension so far.
Should he play?
Yeah, should he play another down before he get another contract? I mean, we know he's been participating. He's doing everything he should do as a leader of that team, but he ain't got paid. But yeah, so then start next week. We'll be on Wednesdays, same time on Wednesdays, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern time. But of course, we put our notifications out throughout the week. What else?
Make sure you follow that Twitter page too, man. It's at Said Podcast.
I was about to say that. So we got the
like, share with a friend.
Yeah.
He said we did. Yeah, he's showing passion. That's what he said. Yeah, he's showing passion. He just need to get
basically what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Twitter page popping. Thanks to the homie Trill. We got the Facebook page popping. Y'all gonna get links from everything. Everything gonna be everywhere. We're gonna just make sure you follow, subscribe, do what you got to do to support us and our main podcast, and everything. Man, they got a good show coming up this Sunday. Man, all their shows have been great, but now they got women involved. It's men versus women and topics that I can't say because it's not.
This is a sports
fan of heart. This is a sports show. We keep it sports. They got everything else y'all need over there, and I need y'all to show love to all of them. The website is right down there. You hit the website. Everybody's shows on there. So yeah, that's just about y'all can hit there.
Y'all shout out to the Rec Lock. We appreciate the shout out and the love y'all showed, man. At the end of the show, man. I tuned in, man. That shit was hilarious. Shout out to the homie that was wearing the Rey Mysterio mask with the WWE Championship.
I had that
the whole setup to me was dope, man. I enjoyed it, man. Shout out Beans, man, for real.
Yes, Horace Beans, their brothers, they're all involved, man. They got
Shout
a
out the
dope
whole
show.
crew.
If you into MMA, if you're into
The
soccer,
funniest thing, though, I think Vince pointed it out too, bro. The amount of tequila that was on that table, bro.
the
Boy,
mountain
them
tequila.
boys is
If
getting
you
lit.
if you love tequila like I do, that is the show for you. They get tequila popping, and they know what they're talking about. They're passionate about soccer. They're passionate about MMA. They know football, but they are passionate when it comes to things. They are we
Hey, I got to get on the show one time and talk about that Mbappe and some guys with them. You know what I'm
oh yeah,
saying?
Marvin Trill dabbled with the
I dabble with soccer a little bit.
yeah, and then
I
y'all
can't fucking
both into
tell.
soccer. Y'all both in soccer and MMA. I mean, not soccer, boxing and MMA. I
Yeah,
was
A
I'm
little
definitely
bit.
into boxing though.
A
We
little
can talk
bit.
boxing all day long.
Robert, you missed the drinks. We early on we had our drinks show. We showed up. We were drinking on. I got the Padre and Jewel. You know, Mark got
Reposado, you know.
We was on it. Robin,
You
you were
missed
late.
that. You missed
You were late.
that.
You missed that.
Uh,
Come late, you might miss a thing or two.
but no, we appreciate everybody, man. So next Wednesday when we start off our new schedule, Wednesday, so we have all four of us in.
7
New
o'clock,
show.
right?
Yep, 7 o'clock, same time.
Same
So hey, like we said, man, we're on Twitter, Facebook. We're trying to get some more things going, but man, you know, y'all got some stuff y'all want us to talk about. Let us know.
Tell
We'll
us.
do it to the best. We'll do it to the best of our ability. We had some wrestling topics the last few weeks.
In fact, we should do some poll topics and whatever hit, you know what I'm saying, for that week, we throw it in here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do. We start a poll, and like I said, Ramon, our homie Ramon, they have a poll going up. I cannot.
It's
I
the
cannot
wild.
name the stuff that's
They
on
definitely
this.
going
You
wild
got
with that.
real on that pro,
You
man.
gotta go check it out just because it's so wild.
I commented on the poll. I made my picks. It's full discretion. I'm not going to. But check them out, man. They got everything you need about relationships, fatherhood, this life situations, man. Good pod. I was on there last week. But yeah, check out the poll. If you're in the chat, you should be able to click on it and get right to it. Like I said, I can't name anything else on that poll because we're trying to keep it, PG-13 over here. But thank you for everybody for commenting. Thank you for watching. Keep doing it. Like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know.
Go
This
Cowboys.
Is go Cowboys. Go Lions. This is the dopest sports podcast you're gonna get. You're gonna get real life comments, opinions from some real dudes, man. These my guys, man. So like I said, Wednesday we're back. Have our whole squad in here. Anything else, fellas?
No, I'm good.
Good, man. Good. Just everybody be safe, man. Kids back in school, shout out to everybody and their kids, man.
Yeah.
Well, I got 3, so all mine are back in school. So shout out to all the parents, man. Shout out to all the parents, man.
Shout out to the parents that's really being parents.
Exactly.
Tough work, but you got to do it.
Is this sports entertainment drugs or this is any other thing podcast? We gotta go to them for that.
We got to give people nuggets too.
Yeah,
I know, hey, but like I said, anything, man, y'all want to let us talk about, man, we got y'all, man. We try to do it the best of our ability. Even if we don't know it, we'll try.
Yeah.
We'll try. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we out, man. We out, man.
Y'all have a good one, man.
Yes, sir.